I'm looking for our What Lies Beneath chat. There's a bug in the system tonight, so perhaps because the film's from 2000, it's like the Y2K bug. You never know. But yeah, we're going to be chatting ghosts and all things, hopefully. Thanks for bearing with. Right, let's definitely. Right, I'll add everyone in one at a time just in case.
Okay,
Dustin!
I'm first this time.
And there's only one of me this time.
There's one of you and one of me.
Oh dear.
Anybody else, it's their glitch.
Right. Okay. Josh! Oh, right. We're almost... Can you see everyone, Josh? There's only one of me this time.
You pulled
I
yourself together.
when Emma came on last time, wasn't it? Or was it
I'm not
Josh
sure.
came on?
Emma?
Oh, there we go. Are we all
Hello!
here?
Yay!
I've got two. I haven't got Shelley, but you
That's
two are
fine.
crystal clear.
At least there's not two of me this time. And what are the chances, Emma, that the time that you saw me, there was two of me?
I know. It was like, you've missed us so much. Now there's two for you.
That was so funny.
2 or 0.
That's so
basically.
weird. How did that happen?
I don't know, because I hadn't clicked on anything. I just added everyone in, and then there was just two of me there.
It was brilliant.
Oh dear. Oh, Lewis just misplaced a phone. She said, does this mean me misplacing my phone didn't make me miss anything? No, you didn't, Larissa. There's been chaos.
You've missed a lot.
There was two of me on the screen and all sorts chaos. Anyway, we better get into the chat
Deep
really
breaths.
quickly. So, yes, we're going to be chatting about what lies beneath. And obviously, the wonderful Josh and the wonderful Emma are here as always. And coming back is Dustin, because we can't have a September without Dusty Burn. Woohoo!
There we
go. So Melina said 2 Shelleys. I laughed so hard. So, Dustin, obviously, Dustin's not really you're not on Instagram anymore, but you've been doing a lot on YouTube and obviously the podcast. We've just done Misfits Series 2 for the rewatch recap. What else have you been up to? Tell us.
Well, after Misfits Series 2, we went into Dead Like Me Season 2, and we're a third of the way through that. But other than that, I've gone back. I've started school again. I went back to get some certifications in HR, human resources, and then I'm also just getting ready for Halloween. You can see I have a witch's hat hung up, and I got a lot of other stuff that I'm putting out. But that's pretty much it.
And you moved house as well.
And I moved recently.
You moved house, and that's traumatic enough as it is with all the moving. Oh, nightmare.
Pretty much. That's pretty much it.
But obviously, you can check out Dustin's podcast, The Rewatch Recap, and the episodes are on YouTube now as well.
Yes.
So you can see more of Dustin, and if you watch the Misfits, more of me, poor people. But go and
you'll have more of us if you like our
which everybody loves.
That's it.
Favourite duo.
It's lovely to have you back, Dustin, and I'm really looking forward to our annual Nightmare Hall trip next week as well.
Yes.
For the book club.
I can't wait till they see the pictures, but you'll
yes. Got something to share.
Coming. You'll see.
Yeah. Not those type of pictures.
Oh, I didn't think that.
Boom, chicka, wow, wow. No. Oh dear. So today we're here to talk about What Lies Beneath, which is a 2000 American supernatural horror thriller film, I guess. And directed by, and I know I've been practicing all day to say the name.
I can't say it.
Robert, I'm going to butcher it.
Have a go, Shelley.
Robert Zemeckis.
It's pretty close. Yeah, it's just Zemeckis.
Zemeckis. Oh, almost. I almost got it.
Zemeckis.
Zemeckis. Okay, so Robert Zemeckis, thank you.
Yes.
And the film stars Harrison Ford and the gorgeous Michelle Pfeiffer. And the film kind of centres on Claire Spencer, who starts experiencing strange occurrences in a Vermont home, that gorgeous house. After her daughter leaves for college, her husband Norman dismisses her fears as kind of empty nest syndrome or trauma from an accident that she'd previously had. But as the ghostly encounters escalate, Claire is pulled into a terrifying mystery that reveals shocking secrets about her life and her marriage. So the movie was filmed by, I'm just going to say the director because I'm going to keep butchering the name every time. So the movie was filmed by the director whilst he was taking a hiatus from filming Castaway, basically while Tom Hanks was losing more weight and growing a beard. So he kind of did this in between. And the film was a box office success, grossing 291 million worldwide. And became the 10th highest grossing film of the year 2000, which I thought was interesting. And Harrison Ford apparently turned down The Perfect Storm in favour for this film. So, yeah, which I thought, okay, that would have been a different type of film, I think, with Harrison Ford rather than, I'm guessing, George Clooney. So was What Lies Beneath a first-time watch for you, or have you seen it before, Josh?
I saw this one in the cinema back in the day, back in 2000. Yeah, it was the first, I think it was the first big ghost film that came out after The Sixth Sense. And everyone was all about ghosts at the beginning of the 2000s. There were a whole bunch of films about ghosts. So yeah, I went to see this. I remember liking it and finding it quite tense and not figuring out the mystery. But it's not one that I've watched loads. I've watched it a couple of times over the years, but I haven't gone back to it a ton of times.
Same. Yeah. How about you, Emma? Have you seen it before? First time watch?
Never seen it before. I thought I had, because Chris convinced me that I had. Because he said, I've seen it. You must have watched it with me. And I'm thinking, I've not seen this. And I'm sitting there watching it thinking, I have never seen this. Unless I fell asleep in the cinema, I have not seen this film at all. So, yeah.
Ooh, he was trying to gaslight you.
I know, right?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Right? How rude of him. So yeah, no, I don't know where he watches a lot of things and then thinks I've watched them with him. I think though sometimes I'm reading or something. So I've completely missed it. But yeah, I've never seen it before. So this was a total surprise for me.
Oh, okay. And how about you, Dustin? Have you seen it before?
Like Josh, I saw it in the theater, in the cinema. And I think I watched it when it came out on DVD once, and I think this is like the third time I've seen it. So it's been a good 20 years since I've seen it. Really, so
yeah, same here. Like I think I must have saw it on DVD back in when it was released in the 2000s.
It pains me to say that. Sorry. 20 years since I saw it.
I know.
Stop it.
It's only a couple of years ago. But yeah, so I think that's when I saw it. But I do remember watching it for the first time. And I do feel like if you go and watch the trailer that they released at the time, it gives so much away. Like the twist, I think, and the identity of the ghost. So I always remember watching it and thinking, that didn't add much to what I already knew from when I saw the trailer. So that was my first impression of it, but I did enjoy it.
Isn't the tagline something ridiculous like she thought she had the perfect marriage, but her husband's got a bunch of secrets or something?
So it just like gives it away. Like, why not keep that a secret and let it unravel? But yeah, the trailer did give a lot away of the film. I always remember that, and it's always stuck in my mind. Especially for like the early 2000s as well. Like the trailers weren't that bad then, at giving too much away, I thought, but this one, definitely did. Lots of love for Dustin in the chat, saying lovely to see you, Dustin.
Oh, really? I haven't been paying attention. Sorry. I can't see. I have to look at everything like this now.
Matthew said the house was gorgeous, but I think the inside of it or something, I'm not sure whether it was a set that was made and it got tore down after, I think.
They built both of the houses on location. And then they built sets as well, so they kind of had, the whole thing was completely fake. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Then, because it didn't fit the aesthetic of the town or whatnot, where it was built, I think they tore it down. I'm like, oh,
Gosh,
it was
it was
gorgeous.
so pretty.
Yeah. Matthew said it was like watching something from another world. So the world is nothing like it was in 2000 at all. Yeah, that's true. Lena said I watched it back when it came out, but couldn't remember much about it. Matthew said hadn't seen it since it came out. I watched it twice in the last 2 days. I missed it the first time. Yes, you told me about this, Matthew. Share in the comments if you want.
Please do. I want to know what that is.
Narissa said watched it on TV with my sister like 20 years ago or so, and then again around 8 years ago. Sharon said I wasn't keen when I first saw it on release, but I liked it this time. Interesting. Narissa said meant to pop on my DVD of its day, but lost track of time. Today's gone like silly quick. I don't know where the time's gone. Matthew said I really enjoyed revisiting it. I've loved going back and watching our choice for movie clubs this year.
Yeah.
Sharon said the best bits are in the trailer, to be honest. So true. Oh dear. Narissa said like the practical magic house. Yeah, so where they just build the
I have a
house
that I live near that looks really close, similar to the practical magic house.
Oh,
There's
cool.
a picture of it. I'll post it. I'll post it in my story.
Yeah, post it. Oh, so Matthew shared. So he said, Michael and I enjoyed an edible before we watched it last night and proceeded to laugh the entire time.
Lord.
Whoa.
That might have made it more entertaining.
Yeah. That would have been an experience. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
So apparently the original story for What Lies Beneath was written by another name I'm going to butcher, Sarah 𝐒𝐞𝐢𝐚, I'm going to say.
I don't know.
Which apparently was inspired by a paranormal experience that she had. Now, I'm sure we've probably chatted about this at some point, but have you ever had like a paranormal experience within your home, like a previous home or the home that you're in now, Dustin?
I don't know about this one. I'm hoping not, but it is an old house.
I forgot you just moved.
It's from like the early 1900s, so something might happen. We don't know. But the house I lived in Memphis before this, I had experiences, and I've talked about them on a podcast before, but I know at one point, like, I would feel like cold air come across me, and the cat would look right past me, like right where the cold air came from. And I was like, I would do it like, get off of me. And I would tell them, like, get off of me. I don't care if you're here, just get off me.
Yeah.
And then when I was staying up late, one night I was getting really tired, but I was watching something and I didn't want to go to bed until I finished, and something kept tapping my eyelids.
Ooh.
Like a finger went pop, pop. I'm like, stop, I will go to bed. I knew that's what they were saying, go to bed.
Yeah.
I just had a feeling that's what they were saying. So stuff like that happened.
Yeah.
Oh, no touchy. I don't like that at all.
It was a gentle touch. It was just kind of like, it's like, like you just kind of just doing that. I was
oh no, I wouldn't have coped.
Yeah, no.
With my glasses on too, that's the thing. So I was like,
oh my gosh.
It's all right. The cats have decided to chase each other around the area of the camera. That's why I was wobbling there. It's not a paranormal experience going on. How about you, Josh? Have you ever experienced anything within your home? No, nothing.
No, I did. I was very like, so this is a Victorian terrace, so it's 130 years old, this house, and it was such a wreck when we got it. So I spent a lot of time here on my own, like trying to fix the house. And I did sort of stand in the house one day and just say, I come in peace. I'm here to look after you. Just in case.
Yeah, gotta be careful.
And yeah, me and the house, we've looked after each other ever since. So.
Oh, love that. That's nice.
But I never go in the attic. I don't like the attic.
Just take some sage. Take some sage into the attic. You'll be fine.
Waft it around.
Oh, and how about you, Emma?
Yeah, I've had a few actually. So one, I think I talked about the one where the shadow was standing at the end of the bed looking after Chris, and I asked it to go away. And then the next night it was up by my face looking over me, and I was like, it's okay, you don't have to go away, just don't stand there. So there was that. And that was an old house. I couldn't tell you how old it was, but England, old house. Nothing in this house. It's only 15 years old. It's a new build.
Yeah.
So nothing, there's nothing in here whatsoever. I can't feel anything. There's nothing in here. But the girls could sense it in the old house. It was like an annex on a manor house. So it was quite old and out in the sticks. And then when I was growing up in London, I heard in the alleyway, so this was a semi-detached 3-bedroom, I heard in the alleyway what I thought was a hit and run. I heard a woman screaming, a baby crying, and car wheels screech. And so I went into my dad, panicking, just like, wake up, somebody's dead in the alleyway. I was about 10 years old, and he's like, Emma, for God's sake, go away, go back to sleep, you're having a nightmare. I made him go out the back door and look over the fence to make sure there was no dead women or babies in the alleyway, because I was absolutely certain that that's what had happened.
I would have done the same.
And then later he says, I think that you might have been like a ghost reenacting something over there, because I think somebody had a crash alleyway. I was like, Dad! But he couldn't say that at the time because I was 10.
Oh yeah, okay, good,
yeah. When I was older, So
wow, I love that.
Yeah.
I think I've told the story about me and my brother reckon we saw a ghost that then we saw a picture of, and it was that person. I'm sure I've mentioned that before, but I've had like other things happen, like when I used to live on my own, obviously before I had children, before I was married, I used to live in like this little masonette flat, and funny enough, my nan had not long died, and it was a weird time, because obviously living on your own, it was the first time me living on my own, so I was already, my imagination is very overreactive as it is. But when things start falling off the wall that couldn't possibly fall off the wall, like a picture, and had a clock that kind of just somehow fell, but the nail was still intact on the wall, I just took it at the time that it was a sign that my nan was there with me.
I hate this clock.
Yeah, never liked that one.
Screw this picture.
Yeah, and I had a book like just fall out of the bookshelf, but how would it fall out of the bookshelf if it's deep? Like, just weird things happen. So it was either like a haunted flat or it was my nan. I like to think it was my nan. That's how I coped with it anyway. Otherwise I'd be out of there.
Yeah.
Sharon said lots of weird stuff in previous houses, but only once in I presume the one that she's in now. Matthew said, I've had experiences in this house. It's 110 years old and has a lot of life in it. Wow. Other people have had experiences too here. Oh, and Narissa said, "Oh no, leave the eyes alone." Talking about your eye story. Sharon said, "I grew up until 10 in a converted 16th century church. That was wild." Wow, God.
That's more.
I will never ever live in a church.
No,
I see them on home renovation shows and stuff all the time, like people moving into old churches. No.
Oh, no.
No.
No, thank you.
That's asking for trouble, that is.
Yeah, definitely.
Lots the ghost.
So the script apparently was reworked by Clark Gregg, I think it is, who's Agent Coulson from S.H.I.E.L.D. The Marvel universe.
He's been in a lot of stuff, yeah.
I was like, wow.
That's I didn't know that. I was so weird. I was like, what? Clark Gregg?
When he came up, I thought I recognised that name, and then I clicked who it was. So apparently the original scriptwriter, Sarah, estimated that about 75% of the original screenplay that she'd written was reworked by Gregg. So she said the whole ghost taking her revenge plot wasn't in her original script. She wrote it for Steven Spielberg, who has very different taste to Robert Zemeckis.
Yeah.
Zemeckis. I'm going to get it by the end.
Just think kiss.
Yeah, Zemeckis. Oh, that's good, Josh. I'll still put through it. So apparently Steven Spielberg has very different taste. Who obviously Robert Zemeckis, I got it. Eventually made it. And the film received obviously mixed reviews from critics on release, who praised Michelle Pfeiffer's performance but criticised the script. So just putting the performances aside just for a second, like, how strong was the script or the story in your opinion? Did you like the whole bad husband, oblivious wife, ghost getting revenge kind of vibe? Emma?
No, I thought the script was terrible. I'm so sorry. I think you shouldn't have rewritten it. I think Sarah's was probably fine. I would really like to see what Sarah did, because it was just full of holes. The dialogue was terrible. I'm like, what are you saying? What on earth? Are you even speaking to the same person? The script for me was awful. So putting the performances aside, because two mega actors, mega talent, it was full of holes. It just didn't work, in my opinion, at all. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, that's what we like about these chats, all round opinions. John, what did you think?
I think it tried to do something really interesting, and it kind of almost manages to do it, which is it kind of wants to have its cake and eat it too, where it's kind of doing this domestic drama, sort of psychological question of like, is she experiencing like an empty nest situation where she is starting to see things that aren't there? But it also does want to be a ghost story, so it kind of wants to do both of those things. And it almost pulls it off. I think it's sort of vaguely satisfying on both sides, but it doesn't quite come together. I think the problem is that it relies so much on people just not asking the right questions or saying the right things to each other, which is quite frustrating. But I personally loved all the ghost stuff, and my favourite part of the film is when the ghost does actually take her revenge.
Yeah.
I think the film kind of does successfully play around with the ambiguity enough that you could read it as it's a ghost that comes back and grabs him, or you could read it as this is a guy who's drowning and he's seeing things, or he's like incredibly stressed and he's seeing things.
That's true.
Yeah, it kind of swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, so like it allows you to keep an open mind on what you think is going on. Oh, okay. How about you, Dustin? Did you think the script was good, the story?
I like the story, obviously. I like the story, the idea of the story, and great, and and the script, it felt like it was too long. And not because of the way it moved, because I think the pacing was fine. It was just too much of it. Like, it's just too long. I think they revealed the affair stuff way too soon.
Yeah.
If you didn't know anything about it, if you didn't see the trailer, if you didn't see the poster beforehand, you're like, oh, well, there we go. This is where we're going now. Like, I wanted the reveal of that and all that to be more closer to the end, so it's more of a surprise. And it really starts ramping up everything. The final stuff at the end was great, but the build up to it, it was just too long. And it was like, okay, come on. Because now, you get to that point where you're like, okay, well, we don't trust him now. Like, I wanted to be surprised. I think originally, I think I might have been surprised a little bit.
Because it's Han Solo.
Yeah, you don't expect him to be the bad guy.
Yeah, that's
You're thinking like, oh, it's a red herring the whole time, but that turns out not to be.
Yeah.
And they keep trying to suggest something about his dead dad. Like, his dead dad keeps coming up. Even towards the end, he's on the phone and he's
mad you're messing with the house. Yeah.
He doesn't quite do it though.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like, for me, I was on the rewatch. I think when I watched it back in the day, I was frustrated that the reveal was too early, but I still enjoyed it for what it was. But on the rewatch, I really noticed, maybe it's because I knew what was going to happen, although I couldn't fully remember, but the foreshadowing of things was just so in your face. They might as well have put a little pop-up bubble that said, this is going to be important. Remember this for later.
Did you have pop-up video over there?
Yeah.
It's like,
I remember that.
Video. It was around that era too. That's funny.
But so I don't know whether it's just because I'd obviously seen it before, but it's like the bridge thing with the phone reception. It was so obvious that was going to come into play later down the line. And then I just found with the script, like, I got a bit confused with the accident that Claire had and how that was related to the whole story. Convenient amnesia. And I messaged
But it was never
Elaine
said
and I
she
was
had
like,
amnesia.
no, but it was
It was
like,
never said.
yeah,
But
that's so
suddenly, but she
true.
couldn't remember it
But she
until we
couldn't.
found out she couldn't remember it when she was remembering it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was just a couple of things like that, but I enjoyed the ghost aspect of the story, but all the bits that they probably didn't need, really. Like, I didn't really need to know that she'd had an accident. Like, it had no relevance to me, to the story. So, but other than that, the ghost stuff, and obviously the husband being in on it, you know, killing the girl and stuff. And even that was patchy because you still don't know. Well, I felt you didn't know whether he did actually do it or not. Because I messaged Milane and I was like, what do you think? Do you think like that he did kill her? Like, or did she, you know, take the pills like he said? I was a bit confused about it, but that might just be a me thing.
And what was going on with the neighbours? What was that all about?
Yeah,
Why?
the whole neighbours thing wasn't
Why?
needed.
Didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. I guess it was like just red herrings, or it was a setup, wasn't it, to try and make it look like she was kind of losing her mind, I guess. Yeah.
Didn't work for me.
I'm sorry, that neighbor being that scared of the husband and crying and freaking out. Oh, he's home, he's running. And then she goes back to him and it's, oh, it's okay. He brought me stuff in the rain. What?
Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, and that was
he got wet.
What's the actress's name?
Is she in Lord of the Rings?
Miranda Otto.
Miranda Otto.
Yeah. She's also in Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And he was Dick from Sex and the City.
Oh,
was he?
Richard? Yeah, he was. He always plays bad guys too. Like mobster type guys.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, so whilst I enjoyed the ghost aspects and the performances, which we'll get onto, I just thought some of it just, for me, it was a little bit chaotic. But I guess maybe I didn't think that on the first watch. It was probably just the rewatch because I knew what was going to happen. Maybe. Matthew said, "I was amazed at the amount and quality of the films Robert Zemeckis, getting there, has done. He really had an amazing body of work, culture-shaping films. So we'll have a chat about those in a minute." Milena said that amnesia was far too convenient.
What device?
Matthew said, "I love seeing Christina from Mommy Dearest in the support role." Oh, yeah.
Is she the friend? Is that Jodie?
The friend, I think it was, yeah.
Judy.
Yeah. Wasn't she in Psycho 3 as well? Oh. I might be wrong. Just got a feeling.
I never saw that one. So.
Sharon said it didn't work, too patchy. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was just a bit of a patchy script.
Thrown all together.
Matthew said, "I wish he'd had an axe in a scene for a laugh." Oh, yeah.
That'd be fun.
Be cool. Matthew said, "I thought it was a little too long."
Yeah.
And Matthew said, "I wish he'd spent more time looking around the town of Adamant." Yeah.
Yes.
It's a real town in Vermont, by the way. Ooh. Oh, wow. Yeah, I love that town. It was beautiful. It looked beautiful as well. Yeah. Oh, she was in Psycho 3.
But she kept saying Adam Ant, which is
that's what I thought she said. Prince Charming, you know.
So apparently, upon reading the initial script, then Zemeckis, I don't feel like I'm saying it right still. Apparently, before it was greenlit, he said that he liked the script because he kept second guessing the main character, and that kept him turning the page. And when that happens, he said he has to consider it. And he said, secondly, there was an intelligence and a kind of elegance to the writing and drawing of the characters. and there was this undercurrent of creepiness. So obviously the film relies heavily on
I think that was the first script is what he's probably talking about.
Oh, do you think so?
Yeah.
So obviously the film relies heavily on the two main characters and obviously their lives and their marriage. So did it add enough depth for you to the characters for us to care, Josh?
I liked her. I did like her as a character. I thought I was rooting for her, and I wanted her to come out good in the end. Yeah, I think you kind of get enough of a sense of what their relationship is.
Yeah.
And there's little hints here and there of, she was previously married, and he was kind of the father to her daughter after her previous husband died. And stuff. Yeah, I think it was quite an interesting relationship, and the film I think the film does in the early stages do quite a good job of hiding that he is the killer, because when he says, well, I'm working late, that does ring alarm bells for the audience, but then she keeps going to work and finding him actually working late. So
that's true.
It does conceal it quite effectively, I think.
Yeah, that is true.
I do feel a bit like, why are they so miserable? They are the hottest couple who have ever lived.
Seriously, though.
Is that why they went crazy? Because they sort of they're just too hot. They're too close to each other, too close to the sun.
They're like...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that. How about you, Dustin? Did you think that the characters were developed well?
Yeah, I thought they were pretty good. I think it was just the way they were giving us information about them wasn't done as well. Like I thought, you know what I mean? Like I liked the characters, especially when I found out about them. I liked her. I mean, I just like Michelle Pfeiffer, which helped sell me on it. So I mean, I like her, so of course I'm already sympathetic to her character.
Yeah.
But I think that it did really well, and I was going to say this earlier. It kind of had it wanted to be like this kind of Hitchcock feel to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A little bit of a slow burn, a little bit of a twist, and there's got that domesticness, and it's had a little bit of like a Rear Window vibe with her looking out the window at the neighbors, and
and
a little bit of not Psycho, but
It totally has Psycho. It does.
A little bit of Psycho, well, the shower, of course.
Yeah, she pulls the shower.
And then other things like that. It had that.
And Vertigo
little bit
as well.
Yeah, Vertigo.
It had those influences. You could see it, but it just wasn't executed as well, obviously. But they did well. I mean, I think that the character, I was okay with the characters. I just wasn't okay with how the story played out.
Yeah, definitely. How about you, Emma?
I didn't think that Michelle and Harrison had any chemistry at all, in my opinion. I'm sorry, I didn't buy it.
I didn't said the same thing as well in the comments.
Yeah, I didn't buy that they were hot for each other at all. In fact, I was like, this is so dull. I'm like, please get to the ghosts. And so, I wasn't here for that. But also, and I know there's only a 16-year age gap, and by Hollywood standards, between men being older and women being younger, that's not a lot. But for me, it looked like dad and daughter in bed with each other, and I couldn't cope. I was just like, I can't do this. This is not doing it. And then when we find out about the affair and everything, I was like, that's even worse. That's now even worse. So, I think they did as good a job as they could with the dialogue and the script that they had. I think that, like Josh, I felt for her and I was rooting for her, wanted Claire to win, to win through and to unravel everything. I actually did think it was him straight away. Yeah. And I'm not sure why, but I don't know, maybe because I didn't watch it previously, and I don't know, but I did think it was him. And actually, when he was giving his explanation at the end, I thought Harrison Ford was very good at trying to convince us that, no, I had to do it. My career, my marriage. I did. I was like, and then I was like, no, I don't think so. But I thought they did as well as they could with the script. And Michelle is gorgeous, and she looks flawless. Yeah. And they did some really lovely things with her clothes and her hair, and when she was carrying the roses, and it was a similar pastel pink to her top, and it all contrasted with the rainy, wet kind of. I just thought that was beautiful. I thought it was a lovely setting, really nice.
Her hands are so beautiful. She's holding the phone, or like putting her fingers over the edge of the bathtub. It's just like,
I know, you're just like. what? Where did this beautiful creature come
Sexy
from? Yeah.
fingers.
Maybe she had a hand model deal at some point.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, I thought they did a great job.
Yeah, they did do a good job. I mean, I can't knock Harrison Ford because, yeah. Oh,
He
yes,
was like, what,
please.
mid-50s in this?
He
Yeah,
looks
he
great.
was
Fifties,
sexy.
something like that. I
That
was sitting there,
stomach.
that scene when
Bloody
they're in
hell.
bed, I'm over going, hello.
Hello,
Hello, Miss
Yeah, he looked
Nicole.
brilliant.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, I'm a huge Harrison Ford. It all started with Indiana Jones for me.
Indiana Jones is brilliant.
So, yeah. But Michelle Pfeiffer, I mean, I just think she's great in everything. To be honest, that I ever see her in. And I wish she'd done more horror. Like, I know she'd done Witches
Witches
of
of
Eastwick.
Eastwick.
Like
And then there
Wolf.
was the wolf one, yeah.
Yeah.
Wolf, yeah.
But I wish she'd done more horror. I'm sure she'd done something else. I can't think
She's
off the
done
top
She
of my head,
has
Batman
honestly.
she has good
Returns.
eyes for it.
Her eyes, yeah,
Because she
it's
did,
like
in a
Yeah.
way, she kind
amazing.
of, for Catwoman, she'd look great for
Yeah,
that, just popping. Like,
yeah. Oh, Catwoman,
She was
she's just
supposed to
amazing.
be. She was supposed to be Clarice Starling in The Silence of the
hmm
Lambs.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
She
interesting.
was
was
cast.
she? Oh, I
She
don't
was
know.
cast in the role, and then she left the. I don't know if she left because of the controversy about Buffalo Bill, or
Mm.
if she got pregnant. I don't know. Something meant that she stepped away. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
I feel that film would, as much as I love Michelle Pfeiffer, I think that might have been the right choice because Jodie
Yeah, totally.
Foster is
Jodie was,
just
yeah, she's
impeccable in
great.
that.
Yeah.
So understated and just brilliant. Oh, that
Yeah.
film. I haven't watched that for years. Need to watch that. Oh, yeah. And Larissa said, who doesn't love Michelle Pfeiffer? That's so true. Melina said, yeah, I didn't find the relationship very convincing. There didn't seem to be much of a connection.
No.
I was waiting for them to compete with the neighbours, during that sexy time. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, we're going to see
What are you
Harrison
doing?
Ford's like little dinky. But we didn't.
Let's get some moaning going up in here. Yeah.
It was the ghost. It was the ghost.
Oh dear. Marissa said is this Harrison Ford? He recently did a whiskey advert in a kilt. Oh,
Oh, Shelley, you need
I
that.
need to Google that. Thanks, Marissa. I'm gonna have a look. Yeah, even Stargazer said a kilt. I love a man in a kilt.
Don't we all?
Mm.
And Larissa said, obviously, Michelle Pfeiffer, she's always had a feline quality. I could never work out if
Yeah.
it's just because I watched Batman Returns so much as a kid or something she inherently has about her. I think it's something just about her. She's just, oh, yeah. Really wish she'd done more horror because she's just, I think she's brilliant.
I wish she'd done more Catwoman. She was going to do a Catwoman film, and then it never happened.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I mean, it all started, didn't it? Grease 2 when she put her legs over the ladder and Cool Rider. Woohoo!
Oh, what a film.
Oh man, I love that film.
Me too.
Oh, so much better than Grease 1 in my
It
opinion.
really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
I have to I know I'm going off topic, but the other day when I was at work, somebody was having the conversation about like pollination or something, and I started saying the lyrics, and they just looked at me like, what the hell? Has she lost the plot? And I was like, have you not seen Grease 2? And they're like, no. And I'm like, reproduction. And yeah, they gradually moved away from me very quickly. But yeah.
You don't need colleagues like that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was funny though. Sharon said Michelle Pfeiffer is just so elegant. Yeah. Louis said no one is topping her as Catwoman. Yeah, I don't think anyone ever has topped her as Catwoman, in my opinion. Sharon said Grease 2 is elite. Yeah. Woohoo. So obviously you mentioned about the Hitchcock style, and Dustin mentioned So obviously, Robert Zemeckis
There you go.
consciously shot the movie in a style of Hitchcock. So obviously, if Hitchcock had access to like a digital technology, so obviously the heroine is blonde, a common trademark of Hitchcock films. Several musical and visual and plot references to Psycho, like we mentioned, Vertigo, like we mentioned. Although like Hitchcock has never used a supernatural element, as far as I know, could be wrong there. But do you feel like his homage to Hitchcock paid off? Did that work for you? Did it have? Obviously, we've all said it had that kind of feel. What do you think, Josh? Do you think it paid off?
I think it makes, like Dustin was saying, it makes it into kind of a weird patchwork of other things that have been pushed together. But I do think that there is some filmmaking ingenuity that's actually really interesting. Like there's this absolutely crazy shot where Michelle Pfeiffer is lying face down on the floor, and the camera moves so that it's actually beneath her, and you're looking up through the floor at her.
Yeah.
It does that a couple of times, and it's like, whoa, that is really cool, really clever, and something that Hitchcock probably would have been, really chuffed to pull off.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it kind of works, but it's the homage gets a bit too on the nose, I think, in that final chase scene in the car, because the music is suddenly going ballistic.
Yeah.
Whereas it's been a very quiet, sort of reserved film visually and sort of audiologically before that. So when it suddenly is all this big, booming, loud music, it's like a different film at the end.
Yeah, it did feel like it changed at the end. I agree on that. How about you, Emma? Did you get those Hitchcock vibes and think he paid a good homage?
No, I think what the lads are saying is correct. You can see the psycho there. No, don't sugarcoat it or anything.
That's why we love you, though.
I love Hitchcock. I think he was genius. And all the things that were set up in this didn't pay off. I agree with Josh on the shots. I agree with Dustin on they were trying to do that, and you can see that that's what they were trying to do, but they did not achieve it. I did like the camera angles and the lighting and the colorization, all the things. They had it all there. And I like a slow burn. Like I like something like what am I thinking of? What's the vampire one I'm thinking of that was?
Oh, Let the Right One In.
No, it was a TV show. Oh gosh, it's gone out of my mind. It was in a church. It's gone right out of my mind.
Buffy.
Oh, I'll have to ask Chris.
Preacher?
Sorry?
Oh, no. Oh, I know. Midnight Mass.
Yes, Midnight Mass. So Midnight Mass. That's so slow burn. You should see it, Dustin. It's great. It's so slow burn. And you often think, is it too slow? But it's not, and I didn't think it was the slowness that was catching, although there was one scene that drove me nuts, because how Josh was saying, was it you, Josh, who was saying it was going hell for leather at the end there, or you, Shelley? You were saying the music changed. Music changed, it was going crazy in the car chase. And then when we got into the car and it's filling up with water, instead of Harrison Ford freaking out, trying to push her out the way and save himself, he slowly pushes her head down under the water. Does that in a life or death situation? I'm sorry, no. You don't do that. That's crazy. What are you doing? And he's up to here and he's going woo, like that to her head. I'm like, she's not even thrashing about.
Both going down, girl.
So I don't think Alfred would have made that choice. But I did like, one of the shots I did like was when she was, although the dialogue was terrible at that point, like hello through the fence. I'm like, for God's sake, would you say that? No. She was looking through the hole in the fence, and then the eyeball just appears in the other woman. I was like, no. Okay, love.
Okay.
That was good. I liked that.
Yeah. Go on, Dusty, what are you going to say?
Oh, no. So I was going to say, I noticed there was a few things that kept happening. So, okay, I knew the eyeball was coming. I knew it was coming. But I was still like, but how clear that eyeball was through that hole was freaky. The one thing that kept happening throughout the movie is every time she would be watching somebody or looking for, and they would have just gone through a door, the door's swinging. Or like the porch, or the swing is like when she was leaving, trying to get away from him at the end, and she's in the truck, and she looks back and she sees the door and the chairs moving. I'm like,
oh
but
yeah,
then that also happened with the neighbor. She's looking through the glasses. He was looking right up at her,
yeah,
and then next thing you know, it's like you see the gates moving. You see that, like, is he coming? Like, what's going on? And I thought that was kind of interesting. But
yeah.
as far as
So
Hitchcockian stuff goes, I think, like I said, you could see they were going for it. Some of it looked good. I liked the story. I liked the ideas. Overall, that's why I didn't watch it over and over, obviously, because it wasn't great and it wasn't something I would want to watch over and over, because it was such a slow burn to the point where it's torturous, because you're like, okay, come on. And I think that the familiarity with the nods to Hitchcock are probably what saved it and probably what appealed to most audiences, because it was something, you know what I mean? Like, you put something kind of familiar, just any somewhat of a nod to something, even if you're not saying it outright, unconsciously someone's like, oh, I like this more, you know? And
that's true.
so I think that's probably what helped it a lot. But I mean, they obviously didn't, like I said, they were going for it. They didn't get there, but they were trying. So
no, I agree with that. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can't claim to be like a huge Hitchcock fan. Luckily, I said that right then. Because I haven't watched too much.
I've only seen like 3 or 4 Hitchcock movies. So
yeah, exactly. But from what I have seen, I could tell that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, some things worked. I liked the bit when she's kind of at the end climbing out of the bathtub, and kind of the music like really ramps up like Psycho style-ish. And obviously she
it's the strings.
And she kind of like pulls on the shower curtain thing, and it obviously comes off the rail. And I thought, oh, Psycho, like straight away.
She goes like this and puts her hand out and then falls.
Yeah. And then obviously the obvious thing was the husband was called Norman, like Norman Bates. So so little things like that. Yeah, kind of like, I like little nods like that. It gets me. I'm one of them people. I'm like, Marissa said Midnight Mass when we was trying to think of the thing, and I've never seen Midnight Mass either, and I know I've said I would watch it and I still haven't.
It's so good.
I haven't finished Midnight Club, so
I'm sure like about 20 chats ago I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch Midnight Mass, and I still here we are again.
Have you guys watched Dolores Claiborne yet?
No, I need to watch that. Yeah,
on the list.
Have to remind me, because I want to see that one too.
Yeah, I've got like a big list on my phone of like films to watch and TV series, and then
I'm going to write it down right now.
Oh, look at Emma, all efficient with her pen.
Breaking everything in my house.
Matthew said, I love the use and ubiquity of the mirrors. That was a big word. They were everywhere, but I read that the only time they were let to reflect in the film, it was to reflect something wrong. Oh, so they were used to like reflect something wrong. Oh, okay. That's good. And Matthew said the focus on the drain was also kind of a nod to Psycho. Oh yeah, of course. You have to watch Dolores Claiborne. Yeah, we need to watch it. Yeah, we need to watch it, Milena. we need to do that. So obviously, the bathtub scene, obviously, it all escalates to this bathtub scene at the end, which, to be honest, like, it got me, that whole scene. So what did you think of the whole thing? Because it lasts for quite a while, where she's like, obviously she's been given this stuff that he tests on animals in his laboratory, and he gives it to his wife, and obviously she can't walk and whatnot, and then he puts her in the bathtub. So what did you think of that whole scene? Did you find it scary? Did it ramp up the tension a little bit at the end? Josh?
I loved it. I thought it was the best bit in the film.
Yeah.
It's the bit on the posters, it's in all the trailers, you know, that's the bit that everyone remembers, is when she's unable to get out of the bathtub. And I think it does effectively do for bathtubs what *𝐤𝐸ℎ did for showers. It's
Yeah.
it makes you sort of nervous about having a bath just in case you can't get out of it again.
Yeah, no, it's true. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because if you slip in the bath and like you keep going, like that's happened to me
Yeah.
before, and like you just cannot get up. It just
Yeah.
keeps happening. So yeah,
It's great.
yeah. How about you, Emma? Did you like that whole end scene, the whole bathtub scene?
Like Josh, I felt that was one of the film's stronger points.
Yeah.
I love a bubble bath. It's autumn, it's bubble bath time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be put off. But, yeah, so I think that was good. Although, you know, obviously I knew he wouldn't be there when she got out of the bath. I knew that was coming. So yeah, but I did think I thought it was good, especially when he clunked his head. Crack.
Yeah.
I was like, ow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I felt that one.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, definitely. How about you, Dustin? Did you like the whole ending with the bath? I nearly said shower then, with the bath.
I'm sorry. Did you talk to me?
Yeah.
Sorry, you froze for a second. I was like, wait.
Did you like the whole
No,
bath?
yeah, I
ending
like
scene?
that scene because and you know, at least she'll die clean. And I mean, come on. And I just kept thinking, like, at the beginning when we saw them in the lab, I started remembering, oh, that's how he gets her in the bath. Like, when they saw the lab, they're like, oh, we've been testing it. They know they can't move it, even though they know what's going on. And I went, oh, that's right. And then I started going, oh, my gosh, this is like around the time that date rape drugs really started to take off. And I went,
Yeah.
ooh, that's
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
So on that factor alone, it was like, oh, I don't like that. You know, but I mean, in a good way for the movie, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was probably the best part.
I just think she played it so well in those scenes as well. Like she looked terrified. I was with her and I was like, oh my God. Like she better get out, even though like obviously I knew that she was. But yeah, if that was me, like I totally would slip on the way out as well, definitely. But apparently, Michelle Pfeiffer was apparently scared of going like underwater and things. She had to do like scuba diving lessons to kind of feel comfortable in like the lake scenes and then obviously the bathtub scenes. And she said being in the bathtub was the worst because it was so confined, and I think it was weeks in that bathtub. I'd be in there for 5 hours at a time just laying there.
Like underwater the whole time?
Oh gosh.
Could you imagine?
Yeah. And apparently
5 hours.
and 5 different versions of the bathroom set were constructed, so various parts of the same scene could be filmed at different times, like at opposite points, which I thought was really interesting. So they really made that bathtub, and as you say, it's on the poster, they really made that the focal point of the film, essentially. And
is she wearing the robe in the bath as well?
Yeah.
There's something so claustrophobic about that, being like fully clothed in something really heavy.
Yeah.
Your skin and
it'd be just stuck and cold and yeah, no, don't like it. But I do wish that it had kind of ended after that and they didn't have that whole chase scene and then into the water. I just don't think that was needed at the end.
No.
Even though I did kind of like as you say, the ghost being, the body being kind of released, I guess, or
it was too convenient, wasn't it? Why did she drive that way?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know,
here we go.
he's told you where she is and you're driving towards it? You're nuts.
I can understand how he managed to get the dead girl's car in that particular spot because it was right in the middle of the bridge.
Yeah.
But was it, or is she just using that body? Because we couldn't tell who she was until it turned back into her, and then it was her.
Was it the
like,
ghost?
Oh,
nice one. Yeah, so was it the ghost just using that person's
that was way
body?
too convenient.
Yeah.
Too convenient.
She just happens to go in the exact same spot. Like,
oh dear. So did you overall, other than the bathtub scene, did you have a favourite scene in the film at all? Dustin?
as far as like I do, and I know it's in my head, and I can't think of it.
Shall I come back?
Come back to me. Come back to
I'll
me.
come
I'll
back
know
to
it in a minute.
you. Emma, did you have a favourite scene at all?
I did actually, and it was when they were at the party, when everyone was at the party, and she says hello to the neighbours, and he turns to his wife and goes,
yeah. But apparently that wasn't in the script. He just did that, like as a
"What did I say about the script? Hey,
yeah, that's so true. It wasn't in the
he
script.
just did that.
It. Yeah,
That
yeah,
is fantastic.
it. That's what
That
I
was my
read
favourite
anyway,
part.
I love that scene. That's so good. How
So
about you,
good.
Josh? Did you have a favourite scene?
I just really loved it, the way that they shot the ghost in the dead body at the end. I loved that moment when she sort of floats up out of the car, and then she floats over the windscreen, and she's like got that dead face, and then she suddenly turns and she's alive.
Yeah.
It's so great. And then you get that really lovely moment when she floats back off down and she kind of becomes beautiful again, and she's like at peace. I thought it was brilliant. I loved it.
That was a good
And it was
bit
done,
at the end.
it wasn't shit CGI. It was done very well.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was quite good.
Definitely.
And it's the same with that moment when Michelle is on top of Harrison Ford and he suddenly sees the dead girl's face. That was done so well.
Yeah. Creepy.
Okay, I thought of one.
Okay, go, Dustin.
Okay. Oh my God, did it just go out of my head? No.
You like Michelle Pfeiffer in the movie?
I know
She keeps
the
forgetting
Ouija
everything.
board scene.
The
Ouija board scene. Because it felt very like, okay, so they're like, oh, whatever. And then they take their hands off and it moves slightly. And you're like, did you see that? And then the door, and the candles flicker and it goes out and the door opens. Then, of course, the dog makes them think that all that was the dog. That made me mad, but I like the scene leading up to that. But
yeah, that's so true.
I'm like, why
the dog sneezed and moved it.
Because the dog came to the door. The thing moved on its own.
Oh, that is so true. I didn't think of that one. I really liked the scene when obviously the ghost has taken over Claire's body in that moment, and she's like on top of Harrison Ford and whatnot. I mean, wouldn't I like to be that person?
Wouldn't you have liked to possess her? Yeah.
Possessed by Shelley.
I wish I could possess Michelle Pfeiffer and be in her body. And,
Oh yes, please. But yeah, I loved that whole scene, and then just the way his realization in that moment that there's something not right, and not the way, I don't condone throwing someone across the floor, but the way he just launches her across the floor, and I'm like, you do not do that to Michelle Pfeiffer. But it's just the way she is in that whole scene. And then I do feel like Michelle Pfeiffer did such a good job after that, making you feel like sometimes you don't know whether she was still possessed or whether she's not possessed, and that just the way that she acted it. Because there was a couple of times, there was a scene when they was on the boat and she was talking to him because they were randomly going on their last sail or whatever together, and I was like, is she possessed in this moment? Because she was talking really weird.
Yeah, she was.
And I said that to me, like the ghost elements of whether she was possessed and stuff, I was like intrigued by that, and that kept me watching essentially. And then obviously the bathtub scenes at the end as well. So yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer, chef's kiss. Melania said, I agree, the bath scene was fantastic. Matthew said, I know, I hate that it gets passed over. I must have missed something. It must have been Dolores Claiborne. Larissa said, did fall out of my bath and ended up on my back like a turtle. Not fun. Yeah, it hurts.
Oh
no.
It's not funny, but I'm just picturing her like this. I can't get up.
Well, imagine Narissa as a turtle. Oh no, I can't say what I was going to say. I was going to say Narissa did the turtle and then I did the dog. But I didn't mean... what I meant because I fell like on all fours and I couldn't get up. So me and Larissa have been the opposites. And
Oh my god.
anyway.
That's a cat.
Silly.
Cat always lands on their feet. Say the cat.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why I just went to
I'm literally
dog.
crying.
Oh dear. Scott said the bathtub scene was the only part of the movie I could remember before rewatching it. It was the best scene in the film. That's so true. Sharon said the coroner would appreciate the cleanliness. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Matthew said, did anyone else think Norman was hinting that he was going to go after Claire's daughter after he kills Claire? Yeah.
It did feel like that.
He said it would only serve to bring him closer to the daughter. Ooh,
Creepy.
I know. I was like, ooh, creepy.
Horrible predator.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah. So Matthew said, I thought the second trip in the water was redundant. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Noosa said, yeah, it was painful. It is painful. And that's exactly what it was like, Dustin, Noosa said. Melina said, such skilled acting when Michelle takes on the possession. And yeah, Melina said, on a random note, I kept worrying about the dog. I know.
Yeah.
What happened to the dog?
Coming going.
Yeah.
She just left the dog out there at one point, though. She was like, suit yourself. And I was like, no, don't find your dog.
Get your dog out there.
What are you doing?
So just a couple of last two questions. So obviously we mentioned the legend that is Robert Zemeckis.
Almost.
Oh.
You had it.
So obviously he's produced. Yeah, it'll do. I told you it'll keep changing throughout the chat. I'm just rubbish. He's produced and directed some fantastic films. So do you have a favourite of his film? And you can only pick one.
Come on.
Is that
What he's has directed or produced, or either?
Either. Go on, we'll go either. But yeah, Josh.
It's so difficult.
You can pick more than one.
No, I'll stick to the rule. I won't be greedy.
I will.
I'm gonna have to say Back to the Future.
Oh, nice.
That's mine.
Very good, Josh. Very good, Josh.
Nice.
I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but Back to the Future is just so flipping good.
Yeah, yeah. And obviously all three as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I love the story behind Back to the Future where they shopped it around to 40 different studios and no one wanted it, and it was like a real struggle trying to get it made. And Steven Spielberg came in and was like, come on, let's do it. And then he got it made, and it's this absolute stone cold classic. So
yeah, definitely. Love that.
Always the way.
Yeah.
Keep getting rejected and rejected and rejected, and that's fun.
Yeah. Did you say yours was Back to the Future as well, Dustin?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like, just because it's such a classic, and it was like, and it literally is. It's one of those ones you compare like time travel movie or time travel things to. You always go to Back to the Future. It's a big pop culture thing. Yeah. So I that's mine.
Oh, and how about you, Emma?
Yeah, I also would say that was my top one as well, but I have to put an honourable mention for The Frighteners. I don't know if anyone's seen that.
Yeah, Frighteners.
That is my home from home, Christchurch. That's shot in New Zealand, in Christchurch, in Littleton, actually, which is a really creepy place, Littleton Harbour. And it's misty. It's, it's just a crazy kind of artsy place. And yeah, Frighteners, just brilliant. Loved it. Another Michael J. Fox.
Love that.
Love
that. Oh, and so I didn't stick to my rule, but I will pick one.
Oh, Shelley.
I wrote more down. But
you break your own rule.
I know. Oh, it's so hard because Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but I do love Death Becomes Her.
Death Becomes Her.
And I rewatched it recently, and it's still so good. And I think, are they remaking it? I don't know whether that was a rumour or not. But
Chris
they
said
Well, they did the
that.
musical. They did the musical, so they might be making the musical into a movie or something.
Well,
Oh,
Chris said
okay.
that Drew Barrymore put something forward for her, Jennifer Anderson, and who's Adam Sandler? Do a remake. Apparently, Drew Barrymore said that's what she'd like. I knew Josh would say that.
No.
No,
True.
that
Apparently,
wouldn't work.
you don't think
Oh
so?
no,
It'd be like Death
no.
becomes Mr. Deeds, and I don't know.
Oh dear. But
Bruce was so good, though. I don't know if Adam could fill those boots.
no, I can't. I just cannot imagine. I can't imagine that at
If
all.
it was
That'd be like a Pedro Pascal role.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
that'd be the
If it
person
was
to
the
play
Adam
that.
Sandler from Uncut Gems, like serious Adam Sandler, not goofy Adam Sandler,
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I said.
possibly, but
Yeah.
otherwise, no.
Oh. But when I was looking up like films, because I was like, I know he's directed a lot and whatnot, but I was like, oh, I just need a refresher. I was going through and I was like, wow, what a career! Like
There's a
amazing
lot.
career. I
Mm.
mean, you've even got Forrest Gump in there and all sorts.
And when you
But I
do
did,
that many, there's bound to be a couple that don't hit the high
yeah.
heights of those ones. You know, there's
Yeah,
always going to be.
exactly. Yeah, exactly that. But I did stumble across a really weird fact whilst I was
Oh,
looking, and that apparently, and I don't know if this is true, but apparently Harrison Ford was the original choice as Eddie in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but his price was too
Oh,
high. And I'm like, I love Harrison Ford, but no, it was the right decision not to cast
It was
him.
hard to watch him, like with the whole Marvel and the Hulk, Red Hulk thing, and it was hard to watch him do that with CGI and whatnot. So
Yeah.
imagine trying to talk to cartoon, like 2D cartoon animals. Like, that would
Yeah,
have been
it's
weird.
no, definitely not. And I was like, whoa, this is weird. But as I say, I don't know whether that's true or not. Sharon said, love Frighteners. It's so good. Matthew said, I don't think I could choose. You have to choose, Matthew. No. I want to say Back to the Future, but I love Contact. Oh, that's such a good
I've never seen
okay.
film.
that.
Haven't seen it either.
Oh, yeah, it's good. You'll like that, Josh. I think you'll like that
Jodie.
one. Yeah, Jodie. Forrest Gump changed and Forrest Gump changed the culture. Haven't seen Frighteners in years. Yeah.
It's so good.
Matthew said, I love Death Becomes Her. I saw it in theatre. Yeah, I saw it in the cinema. My mum snuck me into the cinema to see that.
Oh.
Good old mum.
Yeah. Matthew said there's an excellent featurette on the US DVD about his work. Because Matthew got this film, What Lies Beneath, on DVD. I watched it this morning and was amazed by the amount of films he's done. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And last question then, because I know that we've gone a little over time, but as Josh mentioned right at the start of the chat, so the early 2000s, little pussycat. Get distracted.
I couldn't see a cat at all then. What's going on?
Just
Right
broken
here.
his leg.
Oh, there it is.
Oh dear. Getting distracted by the pussy.
Shelley! You're coming out with them all today.
Why did you make that so dirty?
I don't know, because I tried to stop what I was saying and then I thought I'm just going to have to commit now.
I'm going with it now. It's too late.
My brain doesn't engage with my mouth sometimes.
That's what she said.
So obviously in the early 2000s there was a boom of ghost films, obviously, as Josh mentioned, after the success of Sixth Sense. So what are some other ghost films from around that time that we should check out? Josh?
The one that I really loved was The Ring.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. But there's one that I saw back in the day that I haven't gone back to, and it was called Stir of Echoes with Kevin Bacon.
Oh, yeah.
I love that film.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh, yeah, the ending.
Okay.
Oh, the ending.
Ooh.
Oh.
Forgot who plays the little girl. The girl that's the ghost. because it's somebody famous now.
Oh, is
And
it
I
like
can't
someone
remember.
like Abigail Breslin or someone like that?
Oh yeah, I
No,
think
they're
it
much
might
older.
be.
I think they're a little older than that, but still, yeah, it's one of those
Oh, I'm
types
gonna
of
have to have a
people.
look. Yeah. Oh, I love that film. So I
Really?
always remember watching that not long after *Sixth Sense, because obviously it always got the comparisons.
Yeah.
But it's really not like *Sixth Sense, really. I
The
don't even
fingernail
know.
thing bothers me.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
oh, the fingernails.
On the
Oh.
floor. Oh.
Oh, now I'm intrigued.
Oh, yeah, I think you
Oh.
might like that, Emma. It's good. It's
Yeah,
got
you
a
would
good,
like
It's on my
it.
list.
It's up your alley.
yeah, it's got a
Awesome.
good ending. Oh, Jennifer
Oh,
Morrison.
yes.
Yeah. Oh, well
Yeah,
done, Larissa.
totally. From Urban
Yeah.
Legends Final Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so good. I'm gonna have to rewatch that now. Did you have any ghosty films, Emma?
The Grudge.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
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 Good one.
With our girl Michelle, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah. Yeah. Love that one.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so
That's good.
Yeah, I need to rewatch that actually. That is good. How about you, Dustin?
Well, originally I was going to mention The Frighteners because even though it was a little bit before this, but and it was like Peter Jackson's big break was that movie. So,
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
but the thing I was going to mention I thought of was an American Ghost Story, or no, American Haunting. Excuse me, that's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
An American Haunting. It's a fictionalized account of a Tennessee haunting caused by the Bell Witch. And yeah, there's they kind of use part historical references and they make their own story out of it. It has like Donald Sutherland and Sissy Spacek and a couple of other people in it.
Oh, wow.
And it's neat how it turns out and how it ties, because they started off in like modern day and it flashes back to like the 16 or 1700s.
Ooh.
And then how it relates to the story they're trying to build for the story that's going on today type of thing. It's really interesting and it's fun. So
I've not seen that. I'm going to check that out. Oh,
yeah.
Thanks, Justin. So I got wrote 3 down. So I wrote Ghost Ship because the opening to that is just, that's the thing I mainly remember is the opening. I couldn't really tell you much about the rest of the film, but brilliant opening. The Others with Nicole Kidman.
Oh yeah.
But I am your daughter. Yeah. And Gothica.
Oh, Gothica. Yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah, I really like that. It always sticks in my mind, that one. Yeah. So Sharon said the Japanese originals of Ring and The Grudge are much darker. Yeah.
They are, yeah. My 15-year-old won't watch the American one. She'll only watch the Japanese ones. So I'm like, but they're good too.
They did
one day I'll convince her.
They did do a good job of remaking them. And I saw one once, a Japanese one. Oh, I wish I could remember what it was called. And it was something to do with they get like a phone call, and then as soon as they get the phone call on their mobile or whatever, or a message, then obviously the next 3 days they die. And I can't remember for the life of me.
That is The Ring.
Pulse.
That's The Ring. It's 7 days.
That's Ringo.
No, it wasn't The Ring. It was different. It was something.
Is it called Pulse?
Is it called what?
Pulse or like Signal or something?
Oh, okay. I'll have a look because I've never been able to find this film. I might have imagined it.
That sounds really familiar.
Yeah. And I just, because I remember the ending. She goes to this like abandoned warehouse or old hospital or something. It does sound really like The Ring now I'm saying it.
It does, yeah.
But I'm sure it was a different film, yeah. But let me know if anyone knows what it was, tell me, but yeah. Matthew said, read about the Bell Witch too. It's a fascinating story. Oh, okay.
Yeah. An American Haunting.
American Haunting. Yeah, and the poet was like writing it all down. And Larissa says, not Ghost, but Hide and Seek. Oh, yeah. Dakota Fanning is pretty good fun. Yeah. Has that got Robert De Niro in, I think, as well? I think I've seen that one. It was really good.
I'm pretty sure that's one Chris was watching that I was reading in the background.
Yeah. Josh is trying to find my film.
Is it called One Missed Call?
Yeah, that was it. I think
Okay, I remember the name of that.
Yeah.
I remember that name now.
That's it. Oh, that was crazy, like crazy scary. That
Well
was.
done, Josh.
Well done, Josh. Thank you.
Detective
One
Josh
missed
of
call. I
worth.
need to write that down when I get off the chat. But guys, thank you so much for like chatting about this film and putting up with the chaos at the beginning. I don't know what was going on,
So
but
funny.
it must have been the ghost in the system.
Ooh,
Ghost of
yeah.
Instagram.
I'm gonna have to post that blooper of two Shelley.
Madison, we understand.
Yeah, we're good. We'll get the sage out. Oh, but yeah, I'll post that blooper of the two Shelleys.
Shelley kissing herself.
That's enough to give people nightmares. Oh, thanks to everyone in the chat as well.
Thank you, everyone.
Brilliant.
Great to see you, Dustin.
Yeah,
You too,
Nice to
guys.
see you,
I'm
Dustin.
glad to see you guys again.
Yeah.
And then I'll see you next week as well, Dustin. It's like a double
Yeah.
treat. Yeah.
Double dusting.
Yeah.
It's not
No double Shelley.
No.
No, double Shelley, no.
Stuff of nightmares. Oh, thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
And
Bye,
see you
everyone.
next
Bye,
month. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.